Christianity's most sacred land is a place where thousands of Christians come every day to pray. But they may not know that hidden directly beneath their feet are terrifying secrets that, if revealed, could shake the entire Christian world. Right in the heart of Rome, Vatican City covers just 49 acres, making it the smallest country in the world, but also one of the most mysterious and powerful. Some even believe that the entire world is controlled from here. Millions of people stand in St. Peter's Square, mesmerized by the massive dome, but they may not know that the real mysteries are hidden deep in the darkness, in places where ordinary people are forbidden to enter. Today we're going inside that forbidden world, where secrets may exist that could completely change the way we understand Christian history and faith. So let's enter the mysterious corridors and vaults of Vatican City. Imagine 1,200 years of history, thousands of secret documents, and millions of letters all preserved inside a dark vault, once known as the Vatican Secret Archives, now officially called the Apostolic Archives. But can changing the name really hide the truth? For centuries, this heavily restricted place was believed to contain some of the Church's most controversial and sensitive documents, kept away from the public. But in recent years, researchers have gained greater access to parts of the archives, revealing documents that offer extraordinary glimpses into history. Among the materials preserved there are letters connected to Galileo Galilei and his conflict with the Catholic Church. These documents provide first-hand evidence of the intense struggle between science and religion during his time. But the journey has only begun. Another controversial chapter involves secret correspondence from the Second World War. Pope Pius XII remains a deeply debated figure in Christian history. Where was he while millions of Jews were being murdered under Nazi rule? Why did he remain publicly cautious and at times silent? Some historians argue that he secretly helped save Jewish lives. Others criticize his response to the Holocaust and argue that he should have spoken out more forcefully. The historical record remains complex, and the documents continue to fuel debate. Now let's go even further back in history. In 1530, during a period of political unrest, violence, and conspiracy in Florence, Renaissance master Michelangelo reportedly hid in a secret room. Why was he hiding? Who was he afraid of? Was the powerful Medici family seeking to punish him? The tiny room remained hidden until the 20th century. Its walls were covered in charcoal and chalk sketches, including studies of human anatomy. Michelangelo is known to have studied human bodies to better understand anatomy, although claims that the Church universally banned all dissection during his lifetime is an oversimplification. Could these sketches represent knowledge that artists and scientists were pursuing despite the religious and social restrictions of their era? Now let's descend even deeper, into a place where silence and darkness meet. Beneath St. Peter's Basilica lies the Vatican Necropolis, an ancient underground burial complex often described as a city of the dead. People were buried here during the Roman era, long before the modern Vatican existed. When excavations began in the 20th century, archaeologists discovered numerous ancient tombs, inscriptions, and religious artifacts. Some of the discoveries reflected the diverse religious world of ancient Rome, including pagan symbols and references to different gods. Does that mean early Christians secretly worshipped other gods? Not necessarily. The area existed within a multicultural Roman society, and the archaeological evidence reflects the complex religious landscape of the ancient world. Much of the ancient underground complex remains inaccessible, adding to its mystery. But perhaps one of the darkest chapters in Christian history is connected to the records of the Inquisition. During different periods of medieval and early modern history, church authorities investigated heresy and religious offenses. Some tribunals used imprisonment, coercion, and torture, and executions occurred in certain cases. Historical records document interrogations, punishments, and the actions of religious authorities. Why were such records preserved? Because they reveal a complicated and often brutal chapter of European history, one that challenges the idealized image many people have of the medieval church. Now let's turn to another strange collection associated with the Vatican: ancient Egyptian artifacts. The Vatican museums contain Egyptian antiquities, including mummies and objects dating back thousands of years. But why would artifacts from ancient pagan Egypt be preserved in the heart of the Christian world? In the 19th century, the Vatican expanded its collections of Egyptian antiquities, reflecting the growing European fascination with ancient Egypt and archaeology. Some researchers have speculated that the Church was searching for ancient knowledge that existed long before Christianity. But there is no solid evidence that these artifacts were collected for dark rituals or secret ceremonies. And then there is the enormous ancient Egyptian obelisk standing at the center of St. Peter's Square. This massive monument was originally created in ancient Egypt and later moved to Rome. It is more than 3,000 years old and eventually was moved to its current location under Pope Sixtus V. But why place a pagan Egyptian monument at one of Christianity's most sacred sites? Some researchers interpret the obelisk as evidence of a hidden connection between Christianity and ancient Egyptian religion. Others see it simply as an ancient Roman monument that was incorporated into the Christian landscape. Could there be a deeper meaning? Or is the mystery simply the result of centuries of history being layered on top of one another? Now we come to one of the most controversial objects connected to Christian history, the Shroud of Turin. This linen cloth contains a faint image of a human body, including marks that resemble wounds associated with crucifixion. Many believers have considered it the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. But is it really? Radiocarbon testing conducted in 1988 dated the tested samples to the medieval period. However, supporters of the shroud's authenticity have challenged those results and proposed alternative explanations. The scientific debate continues. How was the image formed? Why does the cloth appear to contain such a detailed human image? Some theories have suggested everything from an elaborate medieval creation to unknown artistic or chemical processes. Others have proposed extraordinary theories involving the Knights Templar or even Leonardo da Vinci. But there is no reliable evidence proving that Leonardo created the shroud. So is it an elaborate forgery or one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries? Now we come to perhaps the most legendary object of all, the Holy Grail. According to medieval Christian tradition and later legends, the Holy Grail was the cup associated with the Last Supper. Over the centuries, stories claim that it possessed miraculous powers, including healing and even immortality. Knights, kings, and adventurers supposedly searched for it. Some legends claim that the Knights Templar discovered it and later hid it. A famous ancient cup preserved in Valencia, Spain, is sometimes identified by believers as the Holy Grail. But is it really? Or could the legendary Grail be hidden somewhere inside the Vatican's collections? The truth is, there is no historical evidence that established the location of an authentic Holy Grail. Now let's turn to one of the most important archaeological discoveries in religious history, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Discovered near the caves of Qumran beginning in the 20th century, these ancient manuscripts are thousands of years old and contain some of the oldest surviving biblical texts and other Jewish writings. Their discovery transformed our understanding of ancient Judaism and the world in which Christianity emerged. But did the Dead Sea Scrolls contradict Christianity? Not in the simple way many conspiracy stories suggest. The scrolls contain texts that provide important context for the Hebrew Bible and reveal the diversity of Jewish religious thought before and around the beginning of Christianity. Some manuscripts remain incomplete or fragmentary, but the idea that the Vatican secretly possesses a collection of unreleased scrolls capable of destroying Christianity is not supported by credible historical evidence. Thousands of years of history, restricted archives, ancient tombs, mysterious artifacts, controversial manuscripts, the Shroud of Turin, legendary relics, and forgotten stories all come together to create one enormous historical puzzle. Vatican City certainly contains extraordinary secrets, but many of those secrets are not supernatural conspiracies. They are fragments of human history, preserved for centuries and still being studied by researchers today. And perhaps somewhere inside those ancient archives, underground chambers, and forgotten collections, there are still stories waiting to be discovered. One day, more of them may finally come to light. And when they do, they could reveal fascinating truths about the history of Christianity, the Roman world, and the civilizations that came before it. But perhaps the greatest mystery is not what the Vatican is hiding, it's what history has yet to reveal. Thank you for watching.